Hey guys, this is What If here, and welcome back to after a long delay of NASCAR Thunder 2003 for race something of 36 for the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at Darlington. It's going to be a long race, so we're going to have to let's get this underway. It's going to be 500 miles, even well, it's a longer race than normal. So, oh my God, it always feels like I take too much of a damn break from this. I have a 455 point lead for Mark Martin after I switched to two qualifying or starting last in every race. So yeah. Can't wait for NASCAR 2004 because I'm going to do it right and probably go back to this someday, but we're going to finish this someday. So actually I'm going to look into the adjustments or my settings. 10% race, assists are all off, AI difficulty legend. Can't change if I wanted to, so let's get this race underway. Now, this game is good. Unlike NASCAR 15, 14, Inside Line was alright. Kinda. But if you're looking at my old videos from NASCAR Inside Line, you'd be like, how the fuck is that possible? It's weird. I'll have to explain it someday, but it's not as shitty as these two. Holy shit. So without trying to talk about that for long, let's get this race underway. It's gonna be 36 laps, so I'm going to be pitting on lap 17, about one lap before the halfway point. Here we go, we got the pace car. Let's get this race underway. 3, 2, 1. Green flag, you're going to have to be careful because I know they're going to brake check up here. So it's, yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's one of the biggest AI fails in this game. It's just how bad they kind of slow down these restarts. I don't know why they did it, but as you can tell, I gained 8 spots from that alone before I think I even hit the damn line. But after that, they're pretty competitive for the most part, so it's not that bad just on the restarts, which is like one little issue, but it's decent. I love this game. It's just it has some issues, but it's nowhere near as bad as Mechanics was, that's for damn sure. And I can't wait for NASCAR 2004 because that is my personal all-time favorite. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Elliott Sadler. Why is it always on the first 2 laps or first? Yeah, I always have to run into somebody. Oh my god, he's gonna beat me up now. He's gonna freaking throw a curveball right in my face because he used to be a baseball player. So, yeah. Oh god, please don't get sideways. And yes, you can use that line there. Normally, people don't use it because you can't really pass, but I'm making it work. And there's no runoff or there's no cutoff. Like, you can't go below the X amount of line here, type of thing, like at Daytona Talladega. So technically, it's legal. So I'm taking advantage of it. So we're still gaining spots here. We just got to be careful and try to conserve our tires here. So, oh god, please don't get sideways. Turn 3 and 4 is a little bit tricky. And I know because the corner is sharper than turns 1 and 2. I freaking know. I know that. I'm aware of it. But just on here, just a little. You just have to let the car roll through the corner a lot more than normal. I have to go down to at least like 129 to 127 going into that corner. Just hit the brakes early, and then you just kind of like let the car coast a little bit. And then you'll gain a little bit, which is nice. I don't know, and I did a couple practice runs here, and I actually didn't do very well, per se. I know it looks like it now, but once the tire wear kicks in and everything, and the field kind of separates here now, bunched up, it gets a little bit harder to pass, and I finished I finished like 12th, and the other one I got like 9th, so I didn't really finish all that well. I think it's mainly because I don't enter pit road very well. I think I brake, and I think I try to enter way too early, and it's just because pit road is just really funky, and I just don't know where exactly to go off on the track to pit. So it's like an issue. I just can't go down pit road as fast or as quickly as I want to because I don't know. It's just pit road in Darlington in general is just like funky. It's always been. I believe it's always been like that. But then you get somebody's like, oh well, back in 1955 it was like this and it was much easier. It's like I wasn't there. I don't know. Like I'm just going off what I remember. But it's just a little bit funky. And I got hair in my eye and it's pissing me off. But I hate that. So oh well. We're gaining spots here. Mark Martin, who is second in points, is not having a good day. He's pretty far back here in 19th spot. Not good for him, good for me. But it's not good for him. I'm kind of curious who's leading up here because we got Mark and Jeff back here. I'm curious. It might be Sterling Marlin. I don't know. I can't tell. Sometimes like the blue dot will be like, oh, well, that could be like Jimmy Johnson. No, it's like Greg Biffle. Some like random person that doesn't have a blue in their name, in their color. I don't know. But we're definitely making up ground here just a little bit. If we can get to top 15 before we pit, I'll be fine with that. It seems like turns 3 and 4 I gain a hell of a lot more than what I should. It's weird, because it's like, I don't know if they brake check or what, but I just get through the corner so damn good. But in turns 1 and 2, I'm just like, we're kind of even, somewhat. These damn bumps, so the car just goes up and down, like weirdly like. And I know somebody said that it was, that's just the game trying to have bumps on here, which doesn't make too much sense. Not that it's common, it doesn't make sense, but those bumps don't make sense how they're like that. But I get what they're trying to do. It just doesn't make it comfortable to drive, per se. I'll be pitting on lap 17, 1 lap before the cutoff. That's just what I've been doing. It seems to be the best time to pit in these kind of races, so that's what I'm going to try to do. And damn, if I didn't get into Elliott Sadler there, or door slam him, this would be a rather clean race. I haven't done anything dumb, per se. Just been making passes here and gaining on the leaders here. But I am losing ground on the leader. I lost like half a second there, so I'm not faster than the leader as far as I know. Please, car, turn. It's just wiggling. Jeez. I love these just longer races. They're just so much more fun to do because you don't have to go as balls deep and everything and go crazy to gain positions, go crazy like ham and all this. So it's definitely a nice change of pace. I like doing stuff like this, longer races. I feel like I'm, in general, even when it comes to league races, like a long-running type of driver. Like even when we do, it always seems like I finish better when we have longer green flag runs than shorter ones. It just seems like, just because I guess maybe I don't drive as aggressive or as deep going in the corners. Even though I feel like I do. I feel like I drive just as hard as anybody else on restarts, but it just feels like I drive it differently than them somehow in order to gain on some of them. Like some tracks like Richmond and everything, like the spring race in the North League, it's like when we had that long green flag run, I was actually like pretty decent. Not a winning car, obviously, but I had a good enough car to catch Bobby at the end, which Bobby's like a racing god, so in general, so like he's really good. So like if I was able to catch on him, then I'm doing something right in life somewhere. So oh god, please don't hit the wall. Somebody's blowing a motor up here. I can't tell who it is. That's Jerry Nadeau. That sucks. But yeah, so it's always nice to do these longer runs because I always feel like I do a little bit better on them. Again, I don't know how well I am compared to the other people in the world. Oh, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just interesting. Oh my god, my thumb is killing me because I'm using the analog, or not the analog, but the D-pad, because it's just easier to handle and stuff, because when you're using like the stick, you can hear this all the time, and it's just not comfortable. My thumb's extended, and oh, please. I think Wardburn might be pitting. Yes, he is. Okay, good thing I slowed down. And Johnny Benson driving this 2001 Havoline car. Weird car to pick for this paint scheme. So next lap, I'll be pitting. I can't recall if I'm gaining on the leaders by any amount. I think I am, but I'm obviously way too far back unless I nail pit road perfectly. But I think Robbie Gorin's going to pit this time, so I'm just going to go up high a little bit, like a lane higher. Yep, my tires are getting warm. Can't turn. Oh, smoke came out, or dust. I meant dust came out. Jeez. So that's good. Oh god, this car's not turning. Okay, please stop hitting, thank you. So much random stuff happened in that one corner. I couldn't even commentate on it. So I kiboshed the wall once and I wrecked. Alright, so that was smart. Okay, please don't spin out. So we're just gonna go 70 miles an hour here. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, it's only like 0.2 of a second, but yeah, we're gonna repair the damage, make this car a little bit tighter, and somebody's holding us up on pit road, or looser, I meant. I'll leave it as it is. Yep. Alright, so people are holding me up on pit road. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Not really their fault, but it sucks. Alright, now we just not need to have any mistakes, and if we can get through this race fine, we can get a top 10 out of this. So I'm looking. Please just have a good day. Hey, they got the right sides on fine. Looks like the left sides are going to be on pretty good. That couldn't have gotten any smoother, actually. And I'm going to get out of pit road probably in the mid-20s, maybe somewhere. So I don't know. That's not fantastic. This doesn't help, especially when I hit the wall trying to enter pit road like an idiot. But that's only one time I hit the wall, so I don't think it would hinder the performance of the car all too much. Even though in real life, you know, you're fucked. But it shouldn't hinder it too much. My back end is a little bit hunched up, pushed up a little bit, but that's the back. If it was on the front, I think it would be a lot worse. To my knowledge, I don't know. I'm not like a damage expert guy on NASCAR Thunder, so I'm probably not the guy for it. But I'm going to assume that, you know, it's not that bad. So we go like 136. Go in and score a little bit faster. More people are pitting. I think if this all cycles through, I should. Man, I was gonna say 15th, but I'm already up there. I don't know where I would be. I'm hoping when this race is over, I can get like a top 10. That's what I would really like to get, which it may happen. I don't know. It does seem like I can gain ground on these people. It does seem like I'm fast, but I just don't have enough time, which I'm fine with. I like a challenge, you know. I don't want to just get the pole, just pull away and just never see anybody again. Like, this is a lot more interesting. And I guess I went down pit road pretty good because I gained a couple spots. I gained maybe like 4 or something through that. That's actually really good. I am completely fine with that. Even though the leader has like a 20 billion second lead, but I'm in the top 10. I'm fine with that. No way I'm going to catch the leader. Don't get sideways, and I won't catch the leader. But this is fine. Might get 7th if that guy's on pit road. No, okay, that might have been the blown up guy of Jerry Native. So I was probably wrong. I still don't know who the leader is actually. So that's still a mystery. I think that's Robbie Gordon in 7th. Wow, good job for him. Just gonna continue to approach these corners about as normally as I can for now until the tire wear kicks in, then I'll change it. I don't know. I love stuff like this where it's just a long green flag. I've always liked it. Depends on the track. Like, when there's a long green flag runs at Pocono, it's not fantastic. And I've personally been there, and I can say that it's just there's not much going on, not much action. But it does seem like at Chicagoland, for whatever reason, when it's not the freaking Clean Air 400, like other people in the pack, it does seem like there's a little bit more action. So that's alright. Even though it really infuriates me, tracks like New Hampshire, and I can see Dover, people liking that, I get it, but I've never been a huge fan of Dover per se. But tracks like New Hampshire, I'd have no idea why that's still on the schedule when tracks like freaking Rockingham are just abandoned. And it's so depressing because Rockingham is a good track. It is still a good track. Fucking take out the grass that's overlaying the freaking track and it'll still be good. It just pisses me off because that's a driver's track, you know. I think so. I would say North Wilkesboro, but I can see why they would stop going there just because it is a small facility and everything. And even if they could add bigger stands and stuff, but I don't know how they would add more to it since I just don't see it. So I can get it. I don't like to see that happen because it was a pretty cool track from what I've seen back in the day. But I can get why, but Rockingham just makes no fucking sense, because that's always been a good track and everything. Whenever you have a track that has, you know, very little to do with having the most amazing downforce, and it all comes down to, you know, tire wear and how you drive the track. Do you want to be aggressive and gain a lot of spots quickly, or do you want to save your stuff and be slow for a couple laps and then charge later on? It's really a fun, I love shit like that. That's what makes Atlanta now such a fun track to watch because of that. Just look at the 2011 race there when Gordon won. That was one of the most epic badass finishes I've ever seen in a very long fucking time. That was amazing. It was just Gordon and Jimmy going at it, two future, Hall of Fame drivers, obviously, just duking it out. That was amazing. Like, that beat 2007's Martinsville one by like 20 light years. Like, it was just so cool to see two talented drivers like that go at it. As much as I don't care for Jimmy too much per se, but I'm not going to deny the fact that he's a good driver. I'm not going to be like these biased Jimmy Johnson fans who are like, oh, he sucks. Like, how? How does he? That's so stupid. While with all this rambling going on, we are about 8 or 7 laps away from, or 8 laps, well, 7 laps when we hit the line now, but I'm in the top 5. Holy crap. I must have entered pit road good. I guess that, hitting the outside wall helped a little bit. I don't know. But it seems like I'm gaining on the leader just a little bit, I think. Alright, I gained nothing that lap, so I was wrong. Sorry. But we're definitely gaining a little bit here. But tire wear is definitely kicking in now. When we hit like lap 34, that's when it's going to go to complete garbage. So I think a top 5 might be all we can get here as far as it is right now. I have a big gap between 5th and 6th. That's about it. Nothing. Like, I can maybe get by Stewart right now, but I think he might pass me in a couple laps afterwards. But I'm going to try. I only gained 1/10 that lap. I'll try to stay on the bottom. I keep driving this track, like, going into turn 1, like, on NASCAR 15. Like, going high and then dipping back low. Like, I'm, like, it's just different. I'm so used to driving it like that because I play the game so much more. I keep driving it like that. It's killing me a little bit. I don't think it's killing me, but it's just, I could approach it much better. And man, the one thing I hate about this game, the dead zone on the throttle is so bad. Because you can be off the throttle. It's like when you hit the gas, then it'll register, and then like when you let off, it takes like a second to register. And it's a second may not be a big deal, but it is when you're racing and everything. Like, it's really bad. Unless it's just like my X button, but it doesn't act like that in NASCAR Thunder 2004 or any other games. I think NASCAR Thunder 2004, still has a bit of a dead zone, but the difference, it's cut in half. It's way cut in half. It's a hell of a lot better. Like, if this is like, we're gonna say like this is 100% bad, which, I mean, it's not, but just for a number guesstimate, like, NASCAR Thunder 04 is just like, it's cut to like down to like 30% better, or 70% improved per se. Man, I'm terrible right now. But with a couple laps left to go here, I'm really not gaining anymore. I'm kind of stabilized at a 3.1 second gap. I still don't know who's leading. All I know is Bobby Labonte's third, and maybe Sterling Marlin is second. I see a silver car, but that's all I know. But this is surprising we got fourth. I thought it would. I think when the pit cycles were over, I think I was like in 7th. So I was running a little bit better than what I thought. But all I need to do right now is just kind of try to save my car up here and not blow it out of the water or anything. Because I don't want to spin out. Because if I get my car to loose now, or just get wheel spin, or just get the car sideways, it's gonna kill me. But that lap, don't spin out. Just like that. That could have completely screwed me. That would have been like a caution, the yellow would have came out, and the race would have been over. That could have been bad, but I was gaining a little bit. I was about 2.9 seconds back. I think the leader is just about to start getting into lap traffic. Almost. Not really, but almost. And that killed my lap time there. I could have been like really close to Bobby Labonte for third, but my car's lost all grip. But I'm surprised the car stayed in as good of a shape as it did. I think I only hit the wall 4 times. Never mind. I hit the wall once, and then second time when I was trying to pit, the third time last lap, and then this time was fourth. That's not too bad for Darlington. And off the final corner, somebody won here. I don't know who, but I'm going to get fourth. I'm fine with that. My thumb is freaking killing me. Ow. Rusty! Yes, he won. Oh, I'm so happy.
There weren't very many lead changes.
Yeah, there weren't too many battles.
Rusty.
Those guys who ran in the top 5 were
Oh my god, I need a fab. That was amazing.
Hope you enjoyed today's race as much.
Ah, Rusty finally got a win. I'm so happy. I'm like genuinely happy right now. So, I don't know how Rusty led 30 of the 36 laps. I think those 6 were just during pit sequences. So, he started on the pole. Oh my god. Yep, he started on the pole, led every lap almost. Mark Martin, where did he finish? Oh god, 19th. He started 19th, finished 19th. Trying to see if anybody started like way in the back. Well, me, but. Alright, so that was the Darlington. That was pretty. That was good. That could have gotten a hell of a lot worse. I only hit the wall 4 times. That wasn't that bad. That was really good. So next race will be at Richmond for the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 for race 26 of 36. Remember, the chase doesn't exist. This is back in era when championships matter. So no chase. So this is going to be how it's going to, be. And my points lead extended even like about 50 points more over Mark. About almost 50, about maybe like 40, 55, 54 points. So my points lead's even bigger. All I need to do for these next 10 races is just not even really win, just get a top 10 and just not DNF or do something stupid. And we'll be in a pretty good shot here because we have a big points lead now. We just don't need to choke it away, which I've done in the freaking past. So anything's possible, but I'm going to try my damnedest not to let that screw me over. So, actually, we're going to see where Rusty is because if he gets a top 10... Yes! Yes! Oh my god, it took Rusty 25 races, and finally after getting a win, he's in the top 10 in points. And now he's only, oh my god, 27 points behind Booby LaBooty for 9th. After dying at Daytona, he is finally in the top 10. That is amazing. I am so happy. Oh, he got 2 wins. Alright, well, I'm still happy. Alright. So next race will be at Richmond. And that's about it. I hope you stuck around all the way to the end of this. And hopefully I'll make one soon of these. Because I don't want to have another long delay. I don't know. Future me, get on it. So, thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all at the next race. So, take care, everyone.